blind item circulating that Ariana Grande is dating Aaron Taylor Johnson, who is married to Sam Taylor Johnson. A lot of people who are kind of supportive of that relationship, if it's true.
The fact that this man blew up his entire marriage, his family, left his wife and baby for Ariana Grande for a temporary relationship, all knowing her history and the way that she operates, is absolutely crazy to me.
Now, hold on, because apparently Ariana Grande just did it again. Yes, again. Fresh off of that whole Ethan Slater mess, the married co-star, the chaos, the baby mama drama, word on the curb is that Ariana has already moved on to another married man. And this time, the name attached to her is Aaron Taylor Johnson. Yep, the same Aaron from Kick-Ass and Bullet Train. Ariana and Aaron, it already sounds like a PR team's dream. And they do kind of look like they'd fit together. I mean, they both have movie star energy, which only makes this rumor feel believable. Because, hello, we just went through this with Ethan. Ariana leaves her husband, links up with a married man, blows up the internet, rinse and repeat. And now, here we are again, deja vu in HD. What's wild though is how split people are. Some think that it's all exaggerated gossip, while others are convinced she is doing it again and pretending it is something deep and romantic. But either way, the timing is just too perfect to ignore. So let's get into it. Okay, before we even get into this new situation, we need to rewind because the last one, yeah, it is still not over. You remember how messy that whole thing with Ethan Slater was. Ariana had just divorced Dalton Gomez, her super low-key real estate husband, and next thing everyone knew, she was getting close to her wicked co-star. And honestly, it wouldn't have even been that bad if Ethan wasn't already married. Like, this man had a wife, Lily J, his high school sweetheart. They had been together for 10 years and had just welcomed a baby. Then suddenly, he's all over the headlines for leaving his family to be with Ariana. And the part that made it worse, Ariana knew Lily. Like, she was smiling in that woman's face, and then, yeah. People called it her villain era for a reason, and Ethan, poor thing, really thought it was love. He left his wife, his baby, his whole life for someone who, let's be honest, doesn't exactly stay in one chapter for long. So, surprise, surprise, that didn't last. Rumors started floating around that things between them got toxic, that engagement was off, and Ariana was already moving on. Which brings us to now, because apparently her moving on speed deserves its own world record. So this is where things really started to spiral. Out of nowhere, a blind item drops online about a married, three-named actor spotted having lunch with a famous singer/actress. And before you could even blink, people were already saying it was Ariana Grande and Aaron Taylor Johnson. Then someone posted a photo that supposedly shows them together, and that's all it took. Social media went straight into chaos mode.
And the blind item reads, every Reddit user who loves this married three-named actor might actually get their wish. Word is he grabbed lunch last week with the A-list singer and actress. And again, this is allegedly Ariana Grande going out on a date with Aaron Taylor Johnson and people wishing that he would leave his wife.
People were analyzing outfits, locations, hand gestures, like they were solving a mystery. And the reactions, a total mix. Some were horrified, others were weirdly cheering her on, and the rest were just making memes. It was like watching the internet argue with itself in real time. But the timing made it 10 times worse because these rumors dropped right after news broke about Ariana and Ethan calling it quits. So people instantly started connecting dots that might not even exist, and honestly, that's all it ever takes. And by the end of the day, everyone online was acting like they'd already picked out wedding colors. Now, this is where it gets tricky because Aaron's situation has never been simple. He's been married to Sam Taylor Johnson since 2012, and that relationship has always made people raise an eyebrow. Not because they've done anything scandalous lately, but because of how it started. Aaron, he was 18, just starting out. And the story goes that they met when he auditioned for her movie, Nowhere Boy. So yeah, people have questions about that timeline. It's not just the age gap, it's the whole dynamic. She was the boss, he was a teenage actor trying to make it.
Why are you with this middle-aged weirdo? Does he have a lot of money?
Some people saw it as grooming, others swear it was just an unconventional love story that worked out. Either way, they got engaged a year later and got married in 2012 and now have 2 daughters together. But that debate never really went away. Every time Aaron's name trends, the same conversation comes back like clockwork. He's even tried to defend it, saying people act weird about their relationships and that he just grew up faster. And while Sam keeps saying the age difference doesn't matter, the pattern is hard to ignore because come on, she literally directed 50 Shades of Grey a few years later, a movie about power and control while being in a relationship that had everyone side-eyeing those same themes. The irony just writes itself.
This is so different to what you've done before. What attracted you to the project?
Mainly just what I saw when I read it, and I thought, just that sense that cinematically I hadn't seen anything like this. And, there are a few movies you can equate it to similarities, but I don't know, I just saw the potential to be really creative.
Even the name thing, both of them merging into Taylor Johnson feels kind of symbolic. Like Aaron got pulled into her world before he ever had the chance to build his own. And funny enough, right after those James Bond rumors about Aaron started floating around, Sam suddenly went completely silent online. No posts, no likes, nothing. Almost like she knew the attention was shifting and not in her direction. So, yeah. So when these Ariana rumors dropped, the internet basically tried to spin it as a rescue mission. Like, Ariana's saving him, as if she is some kind of rehab center for questionable marriages. Let's be serious. You don't save someone from their own controversy by becoming their next one. And the irony, Aaron just posted the sweetest birthday tribute to his wife, full of hearts, selfies, and I love spending every moment with you captions. So either the internet is completely reaching again, or he is living a double life straight out of a Netflix series. Now, this is where things get weird because Ariana has been called a homewrecker before, multiple times actually, but this time people are kind of rooting for her. Like, instead of dragging her for allegedly going after another married man, as you saw earlier on, they're saying stuff like, "Save him, Ariana," or acting like she's doing community service. And that's what's throwing everyone off because all of a sudden people are picking sides, not based on what's right or wrong, but on who they dislike more. Half of them can't stand Sam Taylor Johnson because of that 23-year age gap, and the other half just cannot believe Ariana might be doing this again. One person even said, "Why are people getting comfortable with adultery? Like, yes, the man is married, but it shouldn't be encouraged to cheat on his wife." Goodness, the world needs saving. And low-key, that is a valid question. Then there's the crowd that doesn't even care about morals anymore. Someone literally commented, "One thing about Ariana, she loves her some married men, except when they're married to her." Like, not so much truth in one sentence, please. And this next one honestly made me laugh because they weren't wrong. I mean, words have power. She literally has a song called "Break Up With Your Girlfriend." Apparently she lives by it. So yeah, the internet is split in half. Some people acting like she's saving Aaron from his weird marriage, others calling it what it looks like, messy deja vu. And at this point, it's not even about the situation, it's about who people like more. You can call it a coincidence, but it keeps happening the same way every time. Big Sean, Mac Miller, Pete Davidson, every time her image starts slipping, a new romance headline appears out of nowhere. Now, I love Ariana, I really do. She's crazy talented, she's been through a lot, and honestly, she's one of the few pop girls who can bounce back from anything. But at some point, we gotta stop pretending every messy decision is just misunderstood. Because if this whole thing with Aaron is even halfway true, we are literally watching the same movie again, just a new cast. She already had her thank you next moment with Ethan. That was supposed to be the lesson, the closure, the I'm done with chaos chapter, but now it's giving rerun. And even if Aaron's marriage is complicated, and let's be honest, it is, that doesn't mean it's open season. Someone is still gonna end up hurt. I think it's just time she steps out of the heartbreak loop for real this time, because she's too powerful to keep being the main character in every man's midlife crisis. So, did Ariana actually get caught up with Aaron Taylor Johnson? We don't have any proof yet. Just blinds, whispers, and that one photo that had everyone zooming in like it was the Supporter film. But here's the thing. When it comes to Ariana, rumors like this never just pop out of nowhere. And if it's true, her team better start working overtime because people are not playing around this time. Last time, it was shock. This time, it's pure frustration. So, yeah. Yeah, maybe she's saving Aaron, or maybe she is just starting another storm. Either way, this story is far from done, and knowing Ariana, that next headline is probably already loading.